up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, his and blood, you can see it in my eyes. Up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, his and blood, you can see it in my eyes.
Alright, what's up, family? Give me 1 second. Okay, I had to make sure I dropped the info on Instagram because we are multi-streaming. All right, family. Oh, hold on. I'm plugging my adapter. Okay, don't want my battery going out. Family, good to see you all. Peace, love, and happiness. Good to see you. No worries. Ebony, good to see you. Riri, good to see you. Patty Munn. Ray Gigi, thank you. Nothing needs to be straightened out. Everything is done. Star in the building. Kamari in the building. Trisha in the building. Deirdre in the building. Good to see y'all. Lisa Adams. Grand rising to everybody. And my voice is a little bit hoarse because of the weather constantly changing. Matter of fact, I'm going to go grab a cough drop. Y'all give me a second. All right, y'all, I'm back. Because, yeah, my sinuses is getting all doing the most. You know, I hope I'm saying it right. I've been saying Ray Gigi. I don't even know if that's the right way. I don't know if it's Raggy G. Correct me on how you want me to pronounce your name. Trisha, good to see you. RJ in the building. Good to see you, RJ. Smarty girl in the building. You know, I say do whatever you want to do. One thing about me is I'm not going to try to persuade people to do anything. We all grow. Do you? See, that's the difference between me and people that are in a lower vibration. I'm not going to go out of my way to convince you not to support someone. And just because I choose to disconnect and disengage doesn't mean that I'm in a hateful place to tell you what to do. Because we're all grown. Hold on. My earbuds had clicked out. So I say, do whatever your heart tells you to do. And I'm going to leave it at that. Hold on. My phone is tripping. Give me a second. Okay. Raggy. Oh, so it is Raggy G. Okay. I'm going to just call you RG if you cool with that. That way I don't be messing it up. To be honest, as far as I know, as far as today, I don't know. I've honestly not even been on YouTube today. So, like a rag just. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So, yeah, I just say do whatever you feel you want to do. After I dealt with things yesterday, I'm done with it. So, I'm not going to. There's a lot of comments today, of course. There's a lot of comments. And quite a few that I just laughed at and deleted, So, yeah, thank you. Oh, okay. Well, then, Smarty Girl, yeah, you want to catch the replay on the last couple of lives. Catch the replay from last night's live. And then you'll understand what's going on. Me personally, I feel relieved. I'm tired, but I do feel relieved. So, and the tiredness is just from all the events and then, the moving and all of that. But at the end of the day, I'm focused on my healing. I'm not focused on drama and negativity. That's a vibration that is beneath me. So I keep my energy high. Hence the 963 hertz music. A lot of people feel that way. What I feel is that God just allowed what needed to happen for me, because at the end of the day, my focus, that's why that's in the title, my focus is healing, and really my focus should have always just been that in my channel. But, I'm not surprised at that. Nina, that's to be expected. Here's the thing. I don't have to give my energy to someone else's lower vibrations. And what people still forget is that what you focus on, you give your power to. So even if if they're negatively focused on you, you have their power because you have their attention. So what I do is I take that negative energy and transmute it into power. And the more negative things people say and do, the more negative things they're going to manifest and attract into their lives. So it's not really for me to even give energy to, which is why I don't. Once I disconnect, I'm done. Like straight up. There's no going back and forth. There's no love you back. There's none of that. It's just I have so many other things to focus on right now. So that's where my energy's going. So yeah, I saw quite a few comments about the Stormesha Bussy Alize Jankinz AI altered video. And exactly, we're moving forward. I don't care. Like, that's the thing. People really, they care so much. Like, people will say that they hate you or they don't like you, but if they're obsessively watching you and talking about you, some part of them likes you. You know, there's something about me that they are obsessed with. So when they are watching and talking, I have their full attention. Therefore, I have power over them. So I just, it's like whatever. The lovely thing about healing and growth is knowing that I have control over where my energy goes, and where your focus and attention goes, that's where your energy goes. So I already expected and knew, plus I'm also am a psychic, that people are going to use negative events for their platforms. Let them. Because the reality is, they're the ones losing, you know, at the end of the day, really. When a person cannot rise above a low frequency, they're trapped and bound by their own demons. So, I just move forward. Yeah. Yeah. So, we're moving forward. Right. I'm not. Because that's what people want. They want you to be mad and be enraged. Baby, I'm free. That's all I know is I'm free to focus on me, and I'm going to do just that. So I'm not concerned with really, the only people that need to be concerned with negative energy are the people who are bound by their own negative energy. I can tell you something about energy and manifestation. If you are focused on negativity 24/7, you will never attract anything positive in your life. Your life will just continue to be a cycle of chaos and bullshit and negativity. So, like I always tell you guys, what you focus on, you give your power to. I have their power. They don't have mine. That's freedom. Grand Rising, Logic's Finest. It is at peace. Thank you. So yeah, just catch the replay. She doesn't need to be worried about me. People need to be concerned about themselves. I'm good. Soul Sound Ebony, good to see you. So, for me, I'm moving forward. My channel is about healing and education, bringing things into awareness, and raising the vibration. I am extremely tired because, quite honestly, all of this stuff has been exceptionally draining. So I got a lot of rest today, but I'm still quite tired. So I don't plan to be on here long. Now, the first thing I want to address, let me go ahead and pull it up. And actually, I had a very beautiful dream this morning of my divine masculine. I've been getting your 5D messages, sir. It was a very beautiful dream. Actually, it was a premonition. And I think because he keeps sending me messages daily and I'm getting them. I'm waiting on you to do what you need to do as I continue to work on my healing and praying for yours. And I know that when divine timing comes in, we're going to be united. So like I said, I'm focused on so many other things. And no matter what challenges I have faced, my near future is looking extremely bright. So that is where my energy is going. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the video. Come on. There it is. Okay. Hold on. This, give me 1 second. Okay, I found it. Man, I don't know why the Wi-Fi here is just like exceptionally slow. Okay, y'all bear with me. I'm trying to get to present screen. All right, there we go. Let me get to y'all's comments because I'm trying to work on not being so far behind. Exactly. Positivity. See, what people want is to see me in that low frequency. And I thank the Most High for strength and for healing, because I realize that all the series of events have occurred to try to get me to give up, be in a state of depression, having negative thoughts. Like, no, life is very beautiful. And hold on. And one thing I know is that gratitude is what attracts abundance. Constant chaos and all that does, it blocks your manifestation. So like I said, it's not a thing of being mad or holding a grudge. When I say I'm done with a person, it's because I have to protect my energy. It's not because I'm holding a grudge. It's because I know that we're no longer in vibration. So you stop and you just move on, and I'm not giving my energy nor focus to any of the events that have gone on. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I'm tired and I've got a lot to do tomorrow, so I didn't feel like doing the afro, picking it out and putting it back, braiding it back up. Yeah, right, exactly. And see, I have hyperthyroidism from Graves' disease, so my health is my priority, keeping myself stress-free. And I realized today how much of a load is off of me now that God made that disconnection. So how can I really be mad? Hurt, yeah, but not really. Because with the gifts that I have, certain things were shown to me that I was hoping weren't going to manifest, but they did. And at the end of the day, when God reveals to you, hey, this energy no longer resonates with you, you just move on, unless you are choosing just to be in a place of misery. And Lord knows I'm not. So yes, right. And I forgive everybody. I even forgive myself for overdoing and giving too much. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not gonna worry about you expect negativity from people who are bound by their own low vibrational energy. You expect negativity from people that are bound by demons. It's like, who cares? Like, they don't have power. I do. So yeah, I wanted to address the Stormesha Bussy Alize Jankinz AI altered video, because quite a few comments is like, oh yeah, we told you, Jab was going to turn on you, and now just tell us that video wasn't edited. No, it indeed was edited, and I'm about to prove that to you guys. because just because I said I wish I wouldn't have supported, as I've said, and I'm going to clarify this for the very last time, the reason I said that is because of all the negativity that it brought into my life. Not because I regret everything I did to support Jack White Wright and the family. I don't regret that, at all. Hold on, it shared the wrong. There we go. I don't regret it. Not the support. I regret the negative energy that came into my life and my channel because it didn't come until after I presented this footage. So, like I said, it's not that the footage wasn't altered. It absolutely was altered. And just because there's a disconnect does not mean that, oh, now I'm going to backtrack on, nah, what I said was the truth. So I'm not going to be able to say my love because my voice is worse. So yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure to clarify and cover that tonight. Now, for those, because I did get some comments about readings, and I do want you guys to be patient because of the fact of my living situation and the moving that I'm having to do. That's why I don't give a specific time frame on when the readings will be done until things are more consistent to where I actually can do that. But for those who asked about the psychic readings, again, come to my channel, go to the very last post because I saw quite a few comments about it. And then it's the first post, and the categories are there: general, love and compatibility, career and business, divine purpose and past life, spiritual protection, zodiac psychic readings. And again, these are donations. I want to make sure you guys fully understand that. Right. It's always, yeah, because I'm not finna carry a bunch of negative energy in my body to have my chakra stored up with that. Nah. One thing I've learned the older I get is just to accept things for what they are and just keep it pushing. Right. Thank you. Because now I can completely focus on myself, my healing, and my channel and just move forward. All that drama and activity was not good for me mentally and spiritually. And the fact that it made me feel like I wanted to die, that's not a God at all. So it is an unfortunate thing when people do plummet into the low vibrations, but that's them. We all have free will. If I wanted to choose to be negative and full of drama, I could, but that's not going to help anything, especially with the goals and the things that I'm pursuing right now and the healing. I don't have time for it. So for a 20-minute reading, it's a $20.20 donation. 35-minute reading, $33.33 donation. 45-minute reading, $44.44 donation. And those are also all angel numbers. Now, if you send a donation for a reading request and you don't send an email, you're not going to get a reading link. The person that tried it, that did that, Franca, tried to pull that bullshit and never did send an email with a reading request, but tried to report as fraud a donation that she had sent. So the instructions are very clear. And it's even more funny because she took screenshots of my post and still didn't follow the instructions. So you need to send the email, put in the subject line in capital letters, reading request, and then put the type of reading nation. And Cash App is preferred because there's no sort of holds or anything like that. For those that don't have access to Cash App, if you send to PayPal, and I'm going to make sure you guys are listening because I say this every time, select option 2 where it says send to family and friends. That is considered a donation, which that's what you are giving, is a donation in exchange for a reading. If you do not select option 2, family and friends, they will hold those funds and they will see that as you sent me money for a product that does not exist. So if you have Cash App, use Cash App. If you don't have access to Cash App, again, for PayPal, select option 2. When you go to click send, there's a little arrow. By default, it says for goods and services. Option 2 says send to family and friends. You need to select send to family and friends. And if you want me to be live on video, add $10 donation per reading. So whatever reading you choose, if you want me on video, you do need to add a $10 donation. For those that want an ancestral or psychic medium session, that's a $60 donation per hour. If you want a virtual Reiki healing session, that's $65 donation per hour. So again, for those who have been asking, go to my channel, go to the very last tab that says post. It's the very first post. That is where the information is at. And I want to thank everyone who has been signing the petition. I do appreciate you all for supporting the petition. And for those who have posted comments being concerned about, you guys saying that, I guess y'all heard that Jaguar said she was going to change a petition. She can't. This is under my account. So if they wanted to plagiarize and copy and paste it, they could, but they don't actually have any access to this to alter it. So I'm not concerned with that. The concern is to get the ball rolling for YouTube and Google to be held accountable for allowing cyberbullying and gang stalking on YouTube. So, I'm so sorry to hear that, Raggedy. So yeah, be sure to share the petition. And for those who had asked me before, hold on, how to share it, you're going to go all the way to the bottom. Wait. I think the scroll is doing that because I'm on StreamYard. It's funny because it literally says JustDee show started this position and y'all worried about people altering it. So to share it, you want to scroll to the bottom. You can either scan the QR code, share to Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, now known as X. You can copy the link or share it via email. So I want to thank everyone who has signed and shared the petition. Please continue to do so. Now, again, I want to address this. I posted this video. Hold on, let me go up. I posted this video on December 12th. So, it's been up there for a couple of months. And I'm going to pause it. This, for all of you that kept saying you need to admit it wasn't altered, it absolutely was. I showed you where I posted about it on my channel. This is the actual footage. This is the actual screen recording that I did not edit. This is a raw screen recording, which is why it looks the way it looks. There's no outro, no intro. This footage was absolutely AI altered. And this was confirmed not only by myself, but multiple people who review and edit footage as well. So I just want to make for sure that everyone understands that just because I no longer associate with Jaguar Wright and the people connected to her does not mean that I'm going to suddenly admit the footage wasn't altered. I don't, you guys are trolls, first of all. And none of your comments got approved, by the way. This footage was altered and uploaded on Storm Monroe's channel, and he also took it down. So that should prove to you, if there was nothing wrong with the footage, he wouldn't have ever taken it off of his channel. This is an actual video file. This is not on the internet. This is literally a video file of me capturing and reviewing and seeing all of the altered content. And this is the live that I reviewed the footage for over 5 hours. And again, for free. For those who, wanted to say that I was paid, absolutely wasn't. Like I said, I took it upon myself to do this, and no one paid me. I did not ask to be paid. I chose to do this myself because I wanted to see for myself, was it true when they were saying Jaguar was lying? And I needed the proof for my own self. Hey, did Storm really do this? Yeah, he did. So, there was a lot of comments, a lot of trolls. I do find it hilarious, the trolls that were posting all the negative things and calling me all types of bitches and stuff. I said, people really in their feelings over my channel. That's hilarious. I know you guys thought I was going to be mad. I just really laughed at your comments and then blocked you and deleted them. Oh, and reported them too. So, feel free. Feel free to continue to post your low cyberbullying, hate speech, and violent threats. And then you'll just be blocked. In fact, let's make sure that I am being your advocate. BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com. That's your friend. A lot of y'all need this website. And, for those who may not know how to find help, click on advice and you can scroll down. I highly suggest for you to click the therapy button. So just hit the link. Po little tink tank. Y'all, there was so many po little tink tanks in the comments that I approve. And those of you, especially the trolls, see, we told you Jag was going to turn on you. That's what you get. Now just admit that footage wasn't altered. Bullshit. It absolutely was altered. I ain't taking that shit back worth a damn. Especially after all the time I spent analyzing the footage. So for those of y'all that still want to live in denial, because you just don't want to believe that it could be true, that, Storm produced this bullshit, I'm going to recommend therapy. Oh, and, again, for those who keep talking shit, y'all need to click this link too. Therapy with a complex PTSD therapist. This is not a joke, because I'm still healing from the very same thing, from the sexual abuse and physical abuse and mental abuse. Hit the link. Po little tink tank. That goes for everybody, including all the haters, including the whole troll farm. And unfortunately, Jaguar does belong to that now, and the rest of her crew. For all of you that think and be in my feelings, I'm absolutely not. But I want to thank you for letting me know that you are still thinking of me, therefore also talking about me. I think you should focus on your own mental health improving and seek the help you so desperately need. So again, BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com. Click the link, Po little tink tank. And I think it would do you really well to click the advice button, therapy, in therapy with a complex PTSD therapist, it really can help you heal so that you don't continue to make yourself look like an ass online, you know. And, you know, this is an amazing fact. According to PTSD, between 50 to 70% of people worldwide will experience a traumatic event in their lifetime. A single traumatic event or series of events can affect a person on a deep emotional level, sometimes causing a condition like post-traumatic stress disorder or complex post-traumatic stress disorder to develop. So yeah, causes and symptoms in particular, as well as treatment options, are available. So you can literally click match with a therapist online. You don't even have to go in the office, and boom, you can select it for yourself. If you're in a couple, you and your partner or your kid. So, you know, I hate to disappoint all of you that thought I was going to be coming to your channels and watching your content, getting in my feelings. You don't have any power nor authority over where my attention goes, but I will direct you to a resource that can help you heal. And that's definitely what you need. So again, hit the link, po little tink tank, and I think it will help you so very much. Now, let me pause that for a second.
You are victimizing women.
Pause.
And then know that Jack.
Pause. RJ, I appreciate this comment. Let me put it on the screen. There's no question. For some reason that drop down is hiding the comment for me. Okay, switch screen. There is absolutely no question that video is absolutely 100% altered. And Cody, welcome to the stage. I'm going to mute you just for now. Was altered, and I can verify that for you. But when you're dealing with ungrateful people, like, oh my God, like Jack, you got to let them figure it out. Right. And that's why I'm not mad. You know, she definitely took what I said completely out of context. But again, you know, she needs healing. Because all the kiss my ass, I didn't ask you to do it. You didn't, but I did do this for you, and for myself. I wanted to know what the truth was. And then, you know, I did notify her and the former family members of what was going on. And it's amazing the difference in frequency. See, gratitude attracts abundance and manifestation. People who are ungrateful will always find themselves attracting very negative things and people into their lives. Like I said, none of the things that I did, none of the support that I gave did I have to do. I chose to do it. So that is a blessing if I choose to offer help and support. And if people don't value that, it's very simple. You just take it away. You know, you don't get all extra over the top. You just take it away. Right. And if people don't want to help themselves, and hey, right, you just move on. Thank you, Riri. Good to see you. Yeah, it's right. And that's what I said. You know, what goes around comes around. The people who are doing the I told you so, you really didn't tell me so. See, I can see a lot spiritually. The hope was that collectively everyone would choose healing. But you can lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink. I can't make anybody choose healing. They have to choose that. So if a person chooses not to pursue healing, it doesn't affect my life at all. It only affects theirs. So I would rather focus on my own healing, keeping my vibration high, and continuing on with the content that I have been doing. Right. He got caught. Exactly. And that is the exact reason I did this screen recording, because I knew he was going to take it down. And no, I don't have any intention of helping, you know, anyone else's cause in terms of whatever legal thing they pursue. But I have the footage. In fact, I'm the only one that has the footage. I'm the only one that has this footage because I'm the one that screen recorded it. I never gave it to Jaguar or any of them. So if people want receipts and proof, just come to my channel. That's where it will be. Right. And you know what I thought about today, family? It's Black History Month. I feel like a lot of y'all should be ashamed of yourselves the way you've been conducting yourself. Especially Jag and the former family members, because especially you're a part of the Black Panthers. I don't understand why you haven't focused on celebrating melanin excellence. You've been focused solely on drama. And I know that from yesterday back. Again, I haven't gone to anyone's channel today because I just honestly don't give a fuck. I really don't. I have so many other things that I'm, working on, focusing on, doing, building, creating. But with it being Black History Month, we definitely need to focus on unity and healing within our race. Because as Lisa said, we have all been affected by the trauma of our own ancestors, the slaves that were beaten and drugged and died and buck broken and burned and tarred and feathered. We should be celebrating melanin excellence, not focus on negativity and drama. Anyone who's constantly focusing on negativity and drama is indeed giving their power to negativity and drama, which is why I am not. This was an investigation for me, period. I wanted the receipts. I wanted proof. I went and looked for it and captured it. Simple as that. Absolutely. Because how does me not forgiving her and everybody else help me? It keeps me bound to their low frequency. So when I said I released everyone in love, I really do mean that. And I really do hope all of you heal. But I will never align myself with you ever again in life. Because now that I've disconnected and I'm a lot more at peace, I'm going to remain in that frequency. And my ancestors and the Most High God is going to send me my real soul vibe tribe, my true soul family. And that consists of multiple races and backgrounds. But I wanted to own race, focus on the healing, heal all of that generational trauma that's been passed down to you from our ancestors. Gratitude is a frequency I am choosing to remain in. That way I can know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I am manifesting my goals, my dreams, and everything that I've called in. Also, family, we are coming up on a Leo full moon tomorrow. So set your intentions. Set your intentions for the positive things that you want to attract into your life. Focus, give your power to that. Give your power to that. Don't give your power to other people's lower frequency on this app, because that's what they want. And like I said, what I learned in therapy, narcissists love narcissistic supply. So, going back and forth with them is something that they want, which is why I cut people completely off and go no contact. And I shift my focus back to me. Grand Rising, George. Right. Hello, Liz. Right. I know. That's why I'm glad that you tuned in tonight. Because I remember when you commented on this post. Matter of fact, let me switch back over to the actual post. Because, quite a few people. 104. Yeah, quite a few people left comments. Quite a few. So, I'm moving forward, but I wanted to clarify this because I just thought it was ironic that Last night's subject had nothing to do with this, and yet there were so many people commenting on this specific video. So I was just like, nah, let me make sure to address that. Just because Jag did what she did does not mean I'm going to go retract the footage. This footage was altered over and over and over. So again, anyone looking to pursue any legal action, they have to come to me for the footage. Period. Thank you. Yeah, it definitely was. It definitely was. Oh, she did? Okay, that's good to know. Like I said, I haven't even had time to be on YouTube today. I've had so many other things to deal with and work on. Right. So like this music, I searched for new copyright free high vibrational frequency, because I do like the rain, background, but it gets, a little redundant. So I'll keep the frequency high. And that's what I do. And that's what I was trying to say on the panel yesterday. I'm always playing this music. And it's to keep my energy grounded, focused, and centered, and high vibrational. That way, again, I can attract in abundance. Because most people going through what I've been through and what I am still transitioning through, they would be extremely depressed and sad. I'm not. This is all about new beginnings. Age, how long is this? Let me see. Wait, I don't want you to play it. Let me go full screen. It is, hold on. I want to say, I think, is it 20 minutes long? Hold on, family. Let me look. Okay, so it's 16 and a half minutes long. This is raw footage that I edited. So yeah. Wait. Right. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And see, family, that's why, like, the reason some people really do hate me is because they can't overpower me. They want me to be feeling how I was feeling the last few days. They want me to be fearful and sad and depressed and not wanting to live. All of those energies don't belong to me. Those were energies and frequencies that were latching onto me because, again, light attracts darkness, just like when you turn on a porch light and all the bugs and moths come. And as much as people claim to hate me, they love the light within me. That's why they can't stop watching. That's why they can't stop talking, even if it's negative, because they know I made an impact on their life. And when people wanted to receive healing, they always came to my channel. And unfortunately, I'm sure they're still watching. I know that they are, but they're not going to come in the comments and communicate, and there won't be any more of me going above and beyond to give people support. The most I will do is pray that you heal, and that's it. Outside of that, everything I'm thinking about, talking about, focusing on is my future. And like I said, I have had 3 different dreams with my divine masculine and us together. And we just stayed together from then on. I saw him coming towards me with a business opportunity and then expressing his true feelings, and then us just genuinely being together, and then us getting married. So, that's a very positive thing to look forward to. And my premonitions are never wrong either. Very clear, very vibrant, very accurate. And I already support him. I already pray for him. So, if I don't stay in a high vibrational place, then yes, the events that happen could very well have me in a place where I feel like I don't want to live. Simply because of the connection that I thought was there, the support that I thought was there, and the things that I confided in. So, there's no hate. It's just, I can't connect with frequencies that I'm no longer in vibration with. So it's just time to move forward. And I do plan to present technically what was supposed to have been part 2. I'll just title it part 3, the Jay-Z and Diddy RICO and minor essay allegations. I have actually come across even more updates about that. So I can't guarantee that it'll be later tonight. It depends on how everything goes today. But if all does go well, then yes, I will be presenting the rest of that, because I didn't get a chance to get into the aspect of Ramir and how crucial Ramir's story is to the current lawsuits against Jay-Z specifically. Because again, if Jay-Z really is his father, then Jay-Z is absolutely going to be indicted for statutory rape because of the age of the mother. Or trafficking. So it's very vital for me to delve into that and get the deeds and to just move forward with that information, because it's about bringing awareness into the reality of these elite predators, these artists that people idol worship, for them to see the very people that y'all worship like idols are extremely satanic and demonic. And just because they present to you with a smile doesn't mean that they're not on demon time, as we just actually witnessed even the other day. So I know there's a lot of Beyonce, especially where I live. They love Beyonce out here, seeing as how this is her home. But these people are demonic as fuck. And that was the sole purpose in me covering the Blue Ivy, Kathy White part. And I'm still going to cover that. Because like I said, this is entertainment news. That's public knowledge. These are public photos that are out there. And I do believe, in my opinion, again, all commentary on my channel is my opinion and alleged outside of my real life experience. I do believe that there could be some definite truth to the theories that Kathy White was pregnant. And I have to say theory because I don't know that to be fact. That Kathy White was allegedly pregnant with Jay-Z's baby. And then next thing you know, she's been sacrificed, And then you have this baby that they put on Beyonce that looks nothing like her. So, still going to cover that. Right. Yeah. And here's the thing. I always let karma handle people and my ancestors. It doesn't matter. Even if I once loved you, the minute you turn your back on me, any divine protection from me to you is cut off. And you are now in the hands of my ancestors. That's collectively. It's not just, the so-called former family. It's people online, it's trolls, it's negative people, it's negative comments, it's former relatives, former friends. Because I said it's a lot more negative energy coming, and that's just the honest to God truth. Then there's the negativity because of me exposing these corrupt pastors and preachers and these demonic churches. So Again, my focus must be high vibrational so that I can continue to move forward and not allow this Luciferian planet to alter my frequency. And there were so many comments I deleted today. For all of you trolls, because I know you guys are watching. For all of you, this is the footage itself that I screen recorded. This footage that he put up was altered. I am never going to retract that. So there's no reason for you guys to keep coming and leaving comments, because as you can see, they don't get approved. No one's going to see it but me. But if you cannot see the AI alteration in this video, then you just don't want to, and or you don't have the eye to. You don't even have to be an editor to see that this shit was altered. So all you guys that were leaving the comments, and you need to just go ahead and admit that that footage wasn't altered and that Jaguar manipulated you and she told you to do this again for the 1,000th time. No, she didn't. So please stop thinking that because of what happened, that this is a lie. It's not at all. And if it wasn't a lie, then Stormesha Bussy Alize Jankinz wouldn't have taken it off of his channel and then ran his ass to Ghana. He would have left it up and allowed the engagement for views. He didn't. Because he knows he can be sued for this shit. So anyone looking to sue Storm Monroe, you have to come to me. See how that works? People think that they want to shit on you, not realizing you actually need me for this proof. Because even if you try to use this post, this is on my channel. The footage I reviewed on this channel is my footage. This is not, I went to Storm's channel and shared screen. No, I reviewed my footage. Therefore, it belongs to me. So, just saying. Just saying. Oh, she did. I appreciate that. I do. Yeah. Okay. I don't really know how to feel about her, I'm gonna be honest. I don't hate her, but just given everything that's happened, especially her and Maurice and all that. And again, family, I just need to say this. You guys, please don't think that I'm about to side with people that previously I discovered were in opposition of Jaguar. I'm not. So the difference between me and Jaguar's former mods is that I actually am a real, genuine person. I know a lot of you, so many comments. D, you need to go watch AT2's videos. And look, I'll say this. For the other content creators that don't like Jag, that are now supporting me, I appreciate that y'all are concerned. But I'm not aligning with any of you. I want to make that abundantly clear. In fact, I'm not aligning with anyone right now that's a content creator across the board. My channel's called JustDee Show. So I'm going to be focused on JustDee Show. So I know I heard a lot today in the comments. This content creator, I think they said it was Ralph DeWise. It was a few that they said were, showing support. And that's appreciated. But after going through this experience, I just don't trust anybody at all on YouTube. So I'm just going to stay on my channel. Now, if I'm investigating something and, I happen to come across a video on YouTube when I type in a specific subject That would be the only time I would share screen. Like, for instance, if I find more information about the RICO case and there is a video that comes up that gives information that I haven't discovered in my investigative research, that would be the only way I'm going to share screen. But like collaborating with YouTube content creators, I'm done with that. Because from Tisa Tales to now, I always end up disappointed. And for the record, I'm not friends with Tisa Tales or Claudia Jordan or any other content creator on YouTube. I am inspired by Funky Dineva. And, you know, if it's meant to be, then maybe later down the road, I might, you know, see about him coming on the show. But he would be the only person that I would even, you know, try to align with or try to have on the show other than Jonathan Hay, if Jonathan Hay is even still open to coming on the show. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. This drama is not a good look anymore. And it does cause people to want to back away from people because of it. So like I said, the disconnection for me is a blessing, because quite a few people that saw that I was supporting Jaguar did not want to collaborate or, you know, be connected because of the drama. So family, we're moving forward. Okay. We're moving forward. Logic's finest. Yeah. Right. Right. And that's why I don't hate her. I genuinely hope Jaguar heals and taps into her power. When she sings and she taps into the God frequency, healing goes out. But when she sits on the platform in the energy of hate and anger, when that darkness coming through the paranoid schizophrenia consumes her, then it's just not good. So it's not a thing of, oh, I hate her. It's, I genuinely hope you heal. I just can't ever align with you, even if you do. Because at this point, I don't trust that you will be consistent in a high frequency, because your pattern has been very high, very low. But that is something that comes with bipolar schizophrenia. Like I said, my sister was diagnosed with that when she was 17. It causes people to have very manic episodes of high euphoria, and they plummet into a lot of darkness. And that's because the balance of their serotonin and dopamine is constantly fluctuating, just like me having Graves' disease. It constantly makes my hormones fluctuate between estrogen and testosterone. So if my estrogen levels are really high, I'm very emotional. If my testosterone level is very high, I'm more irritable and angry and aggressive. So that's why I do what I can to keep myself balanced. And hurt people do hurt people. When you don't heal your wounds, you bleed onto everyone else. Exactly. And that's why I can't be mad, because unfortunately she's bound by her own demons, as is the rest of them. Her, Maggie, all of them. Why do you think that's what they do on their channels? It's a very unfortunate thing when people don't know how to tap in to the Most High God on a consistent basis. But that's their battle. It's not mine. You know? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, you guys can do what you want. She went above and beyond to convince people to unsubscribe. I'm not stooping to that level. Like, I'm not like her. I'm not trying to control you guys. Do whatever you want. Follow, support whoever you want. My focus is going to remain on exposing the truth about these elite predators, getting help, actual help for victims of sexual abuse, getting help for children who are being trafficked for the purposes of satanic ritual abuse. This is my focus, not all this distractionary drama, because the distractionary drama is what's preventing actual resolutions for the things that are going on. Exposing Satanism and witchcraft. So, and again, family, we just came through February 2nd, and keep in mind, a lot of shit popped off last week. because of what these demonic forces are doing. Again, January 20th through the 27th, they were doing abductions and ceremonial preparation, holding the sacrificial victims for Candlemas, performing sexual and blood rituals for the purposes of oral, anal, vaginal, human sacrifice. And then Candlemas was on February 2nd, just a little over a week ago. So they had their Candlemas Sabbat festival and their Satanic Rebels festival, or they performed animal and human sacrifice and sexual rituals via oral, anal, vaginal with females. So my focus is that. My focus is, how do we stop this? What can I do to be an advocate? I can bring awareness to it first and foremost, so that when your phones go off, especially in the state of Texas, and you hear about an Amber Alert, this is why. They're not abducting kids just for no reason. They are holding them hostage to be a sacrificial victim, to perform satanic ceremonies. This is a real thing. This is not a conspiracy theory. And I know that's why God allowed me to come across this calendar back in 2018. Right. And see, my thing is, I'm not dealing with chaotic energy. I'm cutting it out of my life. I ain't got time for that. I hate how this has been, altering my energy and my frequency. I don't like feeling like I want to die because of stress and drama and negative energy and people being too, fuck all of that. Disconnect, no contact, move forward. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah, thank you, Amma. Jay-Z does not want the world to know that he allegedly, I got to say that for YouTube, that he allegedly impregnated a 16-year-old girl. Why do you think he keeps running from the DNA test? Think about it. Most men, if they know they're not the father, they want to do that test with the quickness to get that shit out of here. So the fact that he has continued to ignore and evade taking that test, in my opinion, you must be guilty, because what's the holdup and the delay? If you're trying to clear your name so bad, Mr. Carter, if you're so concerned for your kids, talking about, well, now I got to explain it to my kids, you shouldn't have done it, allegedly. So if you really did do this, take accountability and tell your kids that you did this. Because even if you try to hide the truth, it's on the internet, sir. Blue Ivy's definitely old enough to see all this stuff on the internet. And even though Rumi and Sir are younger, they're going to grow up. They're going to see all of this. And I already saw for 2025, all of y'all being investigated, indicted, and arrested. So I'm going to keep speaking my truth. I'm going to keep exposing all this bullshit until it stops. Right. And that is the point, Lisa. When you start opening up your third eye and you start to really see, a lot of things change. Cody, I'm so sorry I forgot you were on. How are you, my love?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. It's okay.
Are you okay? You sound tired a little bit.
No, I'm not tired at all. So I have a couple things. One, look up at your screen, because look at my picture and what that says.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I can't see it.
Why not?
So I'm on StreamYard. It makes the actual window really small.
It's like this big.
What does it say?
It's the JustDee in the sand I sent you.
Oh my God, thank you.
So everyone knows whose channel we're at and who runs it.
Yeah. That's what's up. Thank you. Thank you, family. Appreciate that.
Also, I have another question. So, when you finally align with your divine masculine, you said you've had visions of us hanging out together. That means I would be either an acquaintance or I would actually be friends with your divine masculine.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, if we hang out with, with family.
Yeah, I know, and so it's like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm
but you get it though, because
right,
you're a fangirl.
right. And it's just very funny because my good sis that's a spiritualist, she told me these things, what was it, about a week and a half ago, about 2 weeks ago, that she had visions. And she's like, if you only knew the extent to which this person has feelings for you, like it would just blow your mind. Um,
Yeah.
but again, when you have gifts, like when you're empath or a clairvoyant or,
Oh, I get
if
it.
you're
Trust me.
like you start to communicate in the fifth dimension, and he's definitely been sending his intentions and they're beautiful, they're very beautiful dreams and visions, and it's very, my
Yeah.
premonitions come across very intense like vivid visions and then they always end up manifesting. um and it was so funny because of the people that he knows. um like they were walking towards him, and whatever place we were sitting next to each other, and I was laying on his shoulder, and his boys like walked up to him and was like, "Oh, look at you all caked up," and like he started, instead of allowing negativity and drama to lower my frequency to a place of depression, deep depression, where I feel like I don't want to live, I would rather disconnect the source of where that energy comes from and move forward. Because again, with Graves, it causes a symptom is depression, anxiety. Then the PTSD also makes you plummet, when things are going really, really bad and you feel overwhelmed. That's why I've always had that shutdown energy since I was a kid, where I would just shut down. And while it's good to take downtime, shutting completely down is not healthy. So that's why I even put this up here. This is not a joke. I'm not joking about this at all, because this is something that I am still healing. A lot of us who are survivors of sexual abuse or physical abuse or mental abuse, a lot of people don't even know that they are actually battling with complex PTSD.
Yeah.
So I'd rather bring awareness to it than to allow my frequency to be on a level where, you know, I'm just all angry and going back and forth. And no, because that's what the devil wants. Like the Luciferian satanic energies, they want those of us who actually are chosen and who are powerful to lose our power. So the best way to do that is to use the people that are the closest to you to create a wound. And so for me, when I take that downtime really to myself and I pray, I meditate, I ground, I center myself, and I tap into the voice of God within me in here, then none of that other stuff exists. Like I think of it like a big auric bubble that I put around myself. And it's a protective energy force and an energy field. So even if people are sending negative energy, gossip is considered dark witchcraft. Speaking death over people, speaking negative things. Now, me, I will reverse back to sender, but I'm never going to delve into the dark forces and be like, oh, go do this. Because what I know is that if they're already trapped in a lower frequency, they're going to attract it. Like, for instance, the ex that was in my chat recently, I remember when we had first broken up and there was so much negativity. There were so many negative things that were happening to him, even when we were together. And once I found out the truth of who he was and what he was doing, I realized he was attracting all that. And when we were together, my love, my prayers, and my divine protection was blocking a lot of that. But when we broke up and I disconnected, all that negative shit that the ancestors was holding up, they unleashed it. So that's why I give people over to my ancestors, because let me pull up that scripture again real quick. Because what I know, that no matter what anyone says, see, the thing that people need to realize, your opinion of me only matters if I give it authority. So a person can speak ill of me, they can say whatever, but if your opinion holds no value, it holds no power over me, and that's a very beautiful thing when you can recognize that. So this is John 16:33. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. But be of good cheer, because I have overcome the world. So you have to elevate your frequency. And then as you are doing that, you're going to start manifesting all those positive things. But if you plummet and you stay down, then everything you want is going to be blocked. Romans 12:19, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. And the wrath of God is the removal of the God frequency. Absolutely, Lisa. In hell, it's God taking away its very energy. That's why I disconnect my energy from people. In the past,
well,
I would go off, but now, no.
what I would like is for you to help me, because I paid for, because I did donate. If I've only ever really gotten seer abilities because I've honed in on them and I've practiced it at a long, long time. Like I do tarot, I cast runes, I read tea leaves.
Grand Rising.
Do you know who Nostradamus is?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, how he saw the future was he used water searing as a way to he would stare into a bowl of water continuously until he started breaking into another dimension and seeing everything, including 9/11 and I mean all of it, Hitler. But so which is alchemy, which is what I've also studied. Yes. I do know that I'm a medium, but I don't like that at all. It's tiring. That's why I hate hospitals, and that's why I hate graveyards, because I see
all of it.
I see their last moments.
Right.
And we went to this old fort, this old bunker, army bunker that's like abandoned or whatever. That's like a really hot spot for hiking, because Oregonians were tree huggers and we love to hike. And beautiful landscaping back down here. But we ended up. I thought, shoot.
It cut out. What'd you say, love?
I lost my place. Holy crap. I lost my place. I forgot. But yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Did you lose your train of thought?
Yes.
Look, it's okay. Because one, I know it's late. Two, I know you had to take your dosage today.
Well, but I also what?
Yeah. So what I'll do, we'll get to your channeled one privately later this week. We will do it because I want to teach you how to harness the energies and the gifts that you have. And I understand, being a psychic medium is draining. That's why oh my God, when I first discovered I was terrified, but I've learned how to harness that. And it does take practice, fam. It takes practice to learn how to observe without absorbing. Because as empaths, we are sponges for energy. We're literally like a real life sponge. You know, sponges hold water and all
Yeah,
kinds.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it definitely can become overwhelming. But there's techniques that I'm going to teach you, and like I said, we'll get that done this week for sure. Because I really want to aid you in that area.
I
Um,
appreciate it because like I've always seen like I know that I'm going to pass away on January 17th. I have just been not yet shown a year, and it's by in a fire, and so I avoid fire on that. I don't medicate. I don't light the
yeah,
stove. I don't do anything like that. Um, because just all of a sudden I'm just like in the living room with my family, and all of a sudden I'm just taken engulfed my whole, and they're just continuing on because they don't see what I'm seeing, and I'm literally in flames. And that always made me think, well, maybe I'm, because my mom always told me I was, evil and a demon, and so that's what I believed. But it
right.
was
Yeah.
that's just how I happened to pass away is in a fire, and so but the weird thing is I'm shown my gravestone, but I would never have a gravestone. I'd be cremated
Mhm.
and my ashes thrown out into the Pacific Ocean, where I'm meant to be to sail
Right.
around the world. That's my end goal when I retire is to learn how to sail and sail the world. And the water's my happy place. I
Yeah.
literally could swim before I could walk. I was my dad's pride and joy because he loves to swim. He also was in the army, and so he taught me how to dive and how to tread water. And so before I could even walk, I was swimming in 60-foot open water without a life
Wow.
jacket. Yeah,
Oh my God. Yeah, I still have to learn how
I
to
can teach
swim.
you. I've taught everyone. I get to say that I've taught every little kid in my family how to since me how to swim very very well. Yeah,
Awesome. Yeah, because me being a water sign, I definitely want
I
to.
grew up. I grew up. So most people don't know this, but there's a lake called Grand Lake, over the Cherokees in Oklahoma, which has a sad story behind it. But what it is it is the largest man-made lake in America, and it's huge. There's Oklahoma's pretty much on the lake. That it's huge. And so boating and jet skiing, that was just something we always did. Also, we have dams, not the cuss word, but the whatever. And you rent rock crawlers, and that's what you would do. You would take a case of beer or whatever you drank, and you would just go with buddies in these rock crawler jeeps, and like that was what we did for pastime.
That's what's up. And like I said, we'll definitely get to that this week because, you know, I really want to shift the focus back to healing because it's what we all need. You
Right?
know,
Yeah.
we all need the healing of the Most High God again because this is Lucifer's planet, and unfortunately, a lot of people are being trapped by all the frequencies, the low frequencies. But the beauty of us being human is that we get to choose where our energy goes, and we do have God within us, so we can
Right.
magnify and manifest God in real time. But it starts in the mind. Everything is in the mind, whether it's
Oh
positive
yeah.
or negative, and we have a choice. So I make it a point to set intentions to choose healing, to choose love, to choose, high frequency because I deserve a life of peace. I deserve a life of healing. I deserve a life of prosperity. I deserve to live good. And I'm doing what the Most High God told me to do. And so I know, if I just keep going, no matter what fiery darts or whatever are being, targeted towards me, and I just continue to promote,
Right.
elevate healing, it's going to heal the entire world. So, right, our intuition, right, natural awareness, right, for sure. So, I wanted to mostly talk about healing tonight
Yeah.
and move forward. Winnie Grand Rising, and thank you to everybody for the positive comments in the chat. Now, this scripture, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. What I do is I will be like, hey, Most High, I am trying to move forward, but when there are energies being directly targeted towards me, then I have to give it over to God to work out, and to my ancestors and angels, and say, hey, be my protection when people send negative energy. Here it goes. 2 Thessalonians 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to those that trouble you. And it's not that you want them to be hurt, is that they need to see how it feels. They need to feel their own energy and learn from it. And then hopefully they choose healing. But if they don't, that's between them and God. Isaiah 65:6. Behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silence, but will recompense, even recompense into their bosom. So, for me, I would just rather, here it is, Hebrews 10:30. I know what is coming towards me is a very beautiful life. And even before that manifest, I want my healing to take place for my future children. Because, see, we have the power to break the generational curses that were put on us, the curses of trauma, mental illness, disease, lack, poverty. We have the power, but we have to shift your focus to what you want to manifest. So Hebrews 10:30 says, for we know him that has said, vengeance belongs to me, I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. So I must not give myself over to those lower frequencies, because that is the purpose of, the satanic, purpose of, oh, I want you to be not in your power. So, let me get you in a place where you're sad and you're depressed and all of that. Right. Go within. See, God's within us. God is not a spirit outside of us that's external. It's an energy that we carry. So yeah, exactly. Yeah. Satan, I'm a temporarily mute you, fam. Satan mislead those who lean upon their own understanding. I'm so glad you said that. I do believe that's in Romans. Let me double check. Or no, it's Proverbs. Okay. Yep. Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to thine own understanding. And Romans 28. I believe it's 8 and 28, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here we go. And we know that all things work together for the good to them that love God and to them who are called according to God's purpose. So we keep moving forward and we stay in that frequency, And yeah, when a person goes through partners, friends, and associates constantly, what's the one? Right. And it's really a Grand Rising, Dion. It's really that they need healing. Grand Rising, no problem. Thank you. So what's good to see you all again. Right. The creator. Yeah, sorry, the Wi-Fi here is not consistent. but the creator, God lives within us, family. Like God lives within your heart and your third eye. So you can tap in. That's why I always put tap in capital letters. You can tap in to the God frequency within you. And in that, that's how I've found my strength. That's where I find my healing. And that's where my peace is at. And I honor the most high God frequency that is within me. Thank you. Appreciate you. Right. Right. And for me, you know, my platform is here for all of you, you know, and I enjoy engaging with all of you. So, you know, we're going to move forward. But like I said, I wanted to make sure that I made it abundantly clear. This video was indeed altered. And we are going to stay focused. There's so many things that we can achieve and accomplish, but we've got to focus on that. Right. Yes. Yes. And I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. I mean, I started my breakaway over a decade ago, and I'm still breaking the mental conditioning. That's why I had that breakdown, you know, last week, because of the reality of, you know, the purging and the disconnect from everything that you thought you knew and loved. And then, you know, realizing betrayal. And, you know, it's not an easy thing to break MK Ultra mental conditioning, but it is absolutely possible. So like I said, this footage here is real, and it is not altered by me, but it was definitely altered. Now, I can't say definitively that it was Storm, but what I was told was that it was allegedly him and Tasha K, Trasha K, aka TK Opioid. So, and I still feel how I felt.
Yeah.
No matter what has happened between Jaguar and I, him doing this was fucked up.
Yeah.
Period.
Agreed.
It was wrong.
It's about moral.
Because what that did, it invalidated everything about Jay-Z being locked up. It was an attempt to try to make Jaguar look like she was lying and Jay-Z was right. And I'm not going to stand for anyone trying to protect Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Period. He needs to be locked up, him and Beyonce.
Oh, I agree.
So yeah, I stand by everything I said as far as me believing that this footage is indeed altered. But I'm not realigning with toxic energy. I'm going to pray for people and hope that they choose healing. And if they don't, hey, that's on them. That honestly, it has nothing to do with my life. It doesn't. So yeah.
Yeah, because I have a whole notebook of notes that even has the pattern down of the glitches and the hand movements, gestures that they're doing back and forth. And it's crazy because I was trained to find the most smallest, you know, little hint of details. So I was just writing down just page after page after page after page. It was like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah. And it was, for me as an editor, as a senior editor, this was so poorly edited. I mean, I could tell that whoever did alter this has no sort of educational background in post-production or, you know, production period. And having such an extensive experience in that, I'm going to be using my skill set that I did to analyze this. Like, for instance, let me go back to the YouTube video. So say, for instance, you know, there's a group or a company that wanted someone to be an investigative, you know, editing investigator. I could definitely do that and do it very well because I have the patience. Editing and proof reviewing footage is extremely meticulous. You do have to have a ton of patience to do it, which I do. But I'm
Uh,
one that likes to research and discover the truth.
yeah,
So it's like I'm going to investigate. I'm going to get all the deets, I'm going to get all the receipts, and then present it. And so that's why I don't regret doing the actual review of this in terms of capturing the footage. I regret the negative energy that brought to my channel because I was not expecting that. I really wasn't. And yeah, it definitely has taken a toll on me physically and most definitely mentally. But that's
yeah,
when again I stop, I tune out from the world, and I tune
right.
in to the Most High God that's within me to build myself back up. Let me get that scripture, build yourself up on your most holy faith. It always comes back to, at my core,
That's
God,
beautiful.
you know?
Yeah,
So that's what I want to, hold on, I'm trying to pull up the scripture.
yeah.
That's what I want my channel to continue to promote, not all of this drama. That is not of God in any way, shape, or
Exactly. That's why I keep coming back because it's
form.
like it's carefree, it's light, it's
I
it's like I
appreciate
said, it's the place to be. My best friend, because you know how I just recently became a
Yeah.
uh with aligned with God again, and she found this promise and prayers for men. It has like these uh proverbs and psalms and whatnot and scriptures, and then it has like a a prayer you can say to go along with it. It's really really cool. And she's
Awesome.
like, I don't. She's like, I was done buying for you because she spoils me rotten. She's one of those people. She gives. It doesn't want anything in return. It doesn't expect anything because everyone's let her down. And she's very independent. And I
Yeah.
was raised to be a Southern gentleman, and that you do everything for a woman because what I thought was in a normal household was not a normal household. I thought the mom's supposed to be mean, a drunk, abusive, uh, addicted to gambling, and then short tempered, and then the dad is this sweet, caring, never raised a hand to you, goes to work, comes home, helps clean, helps cook, takes care of me when because I was a sick kid for the longest time. I actually lived in a coop tent in the living room for like the first 8 years of my life.
Mhm.
That was because my mom decided that she did not want to be pregnant because I was the oops.
Yeah.
But she was going to drink a fifth of Jack every day when she was pregnant with me. So I was born almost 3 months premature. I weighed
Oh,
two and a
wow.
half. I couldn't leave until I was 4.5 pounds. I got to come home on New Year's Eve. I was so small. I fit in my dad's palm, and
Oh, my.
I got brought home in this little bitty stocking. I still have it in at my parents' house in my chest,
Mhm.
and I had to get to up to 4.5 pounds um, to be able to leave the hospital, and I got to
Yeah.
on New Year's Eve, and by like 5 hours, I was back in the hospital because my mom didn't give two craps. She smoked around me all the time. She smoked while she was pregnant with me. She was a freight train smoker.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And see,
So
the things that you went through is why you're going to be such a powerful advocate. And when you do pursue being a therapy, because you're going to be able to directly relate to your patients, given your past, and then you're going to be able to show them how they can heal and overcome it. So that's why, again, healing is so important for us because those of us who have experienced severe trauma, especially since birth and even before birth or while our mothers are pregnant, you know, the mother transfers the energy to the child. And then as we get older and we choose healing, we start to see just how powerful we are. Just like the scripture, Jude 1:20. But ye beloved, building up yourselves on your most holy faith, praying in the Holy Spirit. So, you start finding strength within yourself. And that's when your life becomes an example that you can overcome,
Right.
the things that you come from. And that's why I love for us to, we talk about what we've been through, and then we talk about what we did to overcome and to take our power back, because even the traumatic things of our past are meant to keep us in bondage, and the way that we're conditioned in society to constantly relive it. And so when the pain comes up, like for me, this breaking this MK Ultra from these cult ass churches is something that's ingrained in me. Just like Yvonne was saying, the Catholic guilt. These are things we were conditioned to believe in, literally for the sole purpose of taking our power away. And so now that we're adults and we have, free will to where we can choose, for me, every day I choose healing. And some days I do really well, and some days, hey, it's a struggle. But you make a conscious decision to focus on your healing. Just like people make conscious decisions to focus on negativity, we can make conscious decisions to overcome it, to rise above it. Because at the end of the day, like, it's our life. Your life, my life, we create. We're the
Yeah.
co-creator of our existence. So a lot of bad things can happen to you, but what the beauty of that is, okay, XYZ happened to me, but here's what I did to overcome it. Here's how I got my power. And now I can tell someone else how to overcome and take their power back. So, it's a very beautiful thing to harness that. And once you realize that you are like me, I'm not my past, I'm not my pain. Even when it comes up, I allow my feelings, like my therapist used to tell me, and my life coach, whatever comes up for you, feeling wise, don't suppress it. Let it come up, let it come out, release it. And then later, you'll be telling your story to someone else who's going through right then and there what you went through. Like, I'll be able to relate to women who have had multiple miscarriages. I'll be able to relate to
I have I've
cancer
had
patients.
I've had four. Because at one time I had to live as a female.
Mhm.
Um, so I've been through all of them. I've been a straight female who was just a tomboy. Then I was a lipstick lesbian. Then I
Mhm.
was a stud lesbian. Then I was a drag king. And then now I'm a trans man.
Right.
And cutting out I was born with XXY chromosomes, and
Right.
um, imagine, it's just crazy how some there had to been a reason that I was born the way I was born, because my favorite scripture is, we are beautifully and wonderfully made in His image,
Right. Right.
and God doesn't make mistakes.
Right.
Um, and I really believe in my heart that it's because my ex-wife, who is my kids' mom, both my kids are grown now, if you want to call them that.
Very
um,
nice routine.
yeah, yeah, 18, 21, I was about to be 21. I'm about to take her out for her first drink.
Awesome.
Um, yeah, the 21st, and but she was crap. What are we talking about?
You were talking about your daughter.
Oh yeah. Um, so yeah, we with my ex-wife, she was done with men. Like,
Mm.
my kids' dad was abusive piece of crap, who put video games first, and so she swore off men. So I never would have had a chance with her because I was always masculine. That she was always into lipstick lesbians. She dealt with it once I started becoming one because she wholeheartedly loved me. We were just firing gasoline, and so we decided that it's best if I raise my son and and we have weekends and stuff like that because my son was just surrounded by, and it's a good thing that he was surrounded by a whole bunch of women, but also he kind of needs that male bondage kind of thing that I had with my dad, and he's so much like me that it's so irritating, but I love it at the same time.
Yeah. So yeah, like, and I love that you have a good relationship, you know, with your kids, because like I said, I have other friends who are trans, and in fact, I remember this Uber driver I met when I was at my last apartment before I had the asthma attack, and I had went out to an event, and I wasn't drunk, but I was tipsy, and I remember we stopped at Chacho's on the way back, and he was dressed in drag, and he actually looked very fabulous, and he started to cry as he was telling me about how he was so afraid to come out because he's like, I just knew my kids weren't gonna accept me. He's like, and he went through the same thing. Like, he was married to a woman, they didn't work out. He decided, you know, that he wanted to transition to being a woman, and he started to cry. He said, I just knew they weren't gonna accept me. He said, but then they just did. They just loved me no matter.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You know, it touched my heart so much, and he cried. He's like, so for you to say,
I did that. I ruined Easter. They forced it out of me on Easter because they heard a rumor. They heard a rumor that I was dating my best friend at the time, who I was. She was that puppy love. She was that first realization that I really, really like females, and I really, really dig this because we were inseparable. And crap. Look at that again. Wow. But yeah,
is altering your memory, and like I said, it's, for me, it's a beautiful thing to finally just be free, you know, especially coming from where I come from, and there's people that are, you know, like, oh, it's dope, you know, that you're open about your sexuality, but of course a lot of people aren't. I said it doesn't really matter, you know. That's the thing I want with my Free to Be network that I'm building.
I definitely believe in that. I definitely believe in that.
We're free to be who we are as long as we're not hurting or abusing people. And that's why I support, you know, just people living in their truth. And I support being an advocate for the LGBTQIA community, as well as children who have suffered abuse and or sexual abuse, so that they can heal and come into their power. And I know that the Most High God makes all of us exactly how we're supposed to be. So I had to unlearn all of the religious MK Ultra conditioning that who I am as a human is perfectly fine, and that the Spirit of God that dwells in me is eternal. And that is my driving force, is tapping into that frequency. So yes, I can have a husband and a wife, and God will still use me, and has been, you know.
Yeah, I've done it. If it's done right, it can be rewarding, but it can also backfire really tremendously. It's a toss of the coin.
Yeah.
Boundaries and respect.
Right. So yeah, for me, right, free will. For me, that's what it's all about. You know, I want to show, especially like the next generation, you know, my nieces and nephews and all that. I want to show them that it's okay to be yourself. I want to show the world that you can overcome trauma, you can break generational curses, but you do have to be willing to put in the work, and you have to make a decision that who you are is perfectly okay, and that no one else can tell you who you are. You know, you don't need the validation, you don't need the approval. You just need to be yourself. And as long as you are true to yourself, that is all that really matters. As long as you are happy with you, that's it. That's why other people's opinions, like,
It takes
trust
me
me,
a long
I've
time to
had
get
to let it
that.
go. Huh?
Yeah, it took me a long time to get that with therapy. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've ever talked about parenting your inner child and like cradling them, and
Yeah.
that's so
Let me,
therapeutic.
let's
I do
get it.
that a lot. I do
Yeah.
that a lot, and his name is Dominic. He's
Yeah.
my inner child,
Yeah.
and and we learn. You know, I've learned Wise Mind, which is great, and I learned that I have a really low frustration tolerance because I learned it from my mother, who learned it from my grandfather, who then
Mhm.
I didn't realize was teaching my kids that, so now they have it. So we have to expand our window of frustration
Mhm.
and enhance our tolerance, and so it's been a ride, but
And it's
I
something
was
that it's something you can overcome, you know?
I was a stone
Yeah.
cold narcissist, and I put everyone before myself now.
Yeah.
Uh, it's just what it
Now,
took was
there's a difference though, like for others, but if I can say what I learned, the thing I learned the most from this recent experience, self-love really is the best love. And
exactly
when you're conditioned to be the hero, you're conditioned um, to be codependent. See, I learned all that with my life coach, and
right,
then just researched that codependency is also rooted in unhealed energy, for the simple fact that, yes, like me, I can be altruistic where helping people really does make me feel good, but then I can do it too much. And then now I'm
yeah.
doing
My best
too
friend's like
much.
that.
Right. Like, so it's all about balance. It's like, yes, be there for people, support, but don't neglect
Yeah,
your own self. Don't neglect your own needs. Make sure that you're good so that you're not pouring from an empty cup. So, like I said, I really do appreciate it. Family, I am going to end the live because it is after 4 and I've got to get up like in a few hours.
I do
So,
too. So everyone, wish me good luck. I have math midterms at the actual college, the proctor exam.
okay.
Um, so please pray for me that I do good, because if not,
Yes.
I don't graduate with my best friend who's dying of cancer. So
Well, then I want you to just declare victory over that. And we will pray. I will
I
pray for
declare,
you,
I
but also
declare.
declare victory. Yes.
Thank you, I
'Cause,
appreciate it.
yeah, here's the thing. What we focus on is what we manifest. So is it
Right,
something I'm even still continuing to tell myself when I start to get frustrated or start to have doubt? Doubt is an energy that, you know, the enemy wants for us to dwell in, and I just was like, you know what? No, whenever I start to fear or have doubt or start to, feel like, oh, what if this doesn't work out? I immediately cancel that and say, no, I'm speaking it into existence because
yeah,
I am worthy of this. So, speak that victory
right,
over the test and go with the energy that I'm going to pass it, not with the
right,
frequency of I hope I do or maybe I won't, because then that'll literally it's like a force field. You'll block the positive from actually coming in
right,
because
right.
of the
Yeah,
doubt. So it's a practice. It's a practice,
right.
and
But
the more we
meditation takes
practice that,
time.
right,
Yeah,
then you'll just start to see things manifest. And oh, it's so funny. I looked over at the TV for this video. It said, hold on, let me rewind that because it talked about fear and just so funny. It said fear. Hold on. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Why not play? It said fear has no hold over me. I am filled with so much faith in the natural laws of the universe. The highest frequency of love is my guiding force. And in fact, I'm going to pull this up and then I'll end the live. because I do got to get up. But I want to pull up this so you guys can actually pull the song up. This is a 963 hertz, and again, 963 is the God frequency, and it is supposed to be royalty free, because the more my channel grows, like before I was like, I don't really care, but it's like, no, I want to keep my channel growing, and I also want to help all of you. So I'm going to drop this in the chat. Hold on.
Is it free to use?
Yeah, far as I not better.
Cool.
Far as I know, yeah. Give me 1 second to present screen so I can pull it up. Okay. So hold on. Okay. Here. Oh my God, it's so slow. The internet here, it sucks so much ass. Okay, hold on. So here's the share. I'm gonna copy the link. Really?
That's a beautiful, beautiful image.
I know. So that's what I'm sitting here looking at on the TV, and it's so peaceful,
You know what I found out today? That Native Americans are actually just light-skinned melanin Africans, because it was just one continent.
Right.
And so I got excited because I was like, that means I kind of have African in me, because
because civilization.
Yeah, but I'm saying because I'm light skinned, but my father is a huge portion of Seneca Cayuga, so so that was always a blessing to get to go to powwows and go up on the reservation sometimes, and yeah, it was pretty fun.
So yeah, and I love how the thumbnail they chose the divine frequency over the third eye. So again, family, 963 hertz is the actual God frequency. That's why you're feeling so calm right now. It's the energy that's emitting from the music. And this is why I'm always playing this type of music in real life, like in the background, because it keeps my energy elevated, and it aids when I'm praying and meditating. And it just, puts you in a very calm.
Yeah.
That way you guys can pull it up on your YouTube channels. And I just recommend, whenever you feel stressed or you feel down or you feel depressed, just type into YouTube search 963 hertz music. I mean, it's endless. There's so many different ones. So you find the one that resonates with you. The energy of this one resonated with me the most, but I did find about 4 other ones. So, I'll be switching it out with the background music, but I'm not going to stop playing it. It's just that the last 2, I typed in royalty free and then found out that they weren't. So this time I typed in, copyright free 963, because I want my channel videos to stay monetized. And above all, I just want to have it where, okay, I know I have this music that I can, go to and this frequency.
Legit. Make it legit.
So family, I appreciate all of you for tuning in tonight, / this morning technically. And thank you so much, Cody. Thank you for joining the panel. Is there anything that you want to say?
Sorry about forgetting and stuff. I just want to say, is it bad? Is it so bad that I kind of, the reason why that is because I kind of ate it edible, and so this music is like making me like vibrate in the most like my whole body in the most like serene way, and it's a great combo.
Good. And I want you to play it, especially because you are in an elevated frequency. It's going to intensify the healing energy. I fully support.
I apologize for getting a lot of stuff. I also have brain damage too, so
I know. Like I said, I know the things that you've been through, so I know, we're all growing, we're all healing. But Cody, I definitely want to thank you for in the live. But I appreciate you all so much. Keep your energy elevated. no matter what's going on, no matter, what you're facing, and just stay focused on your healing. Like I said, I of course wanted to address, the comments about the footage, but more importantly, my platform is going to continue to be a safe space and a place for healing, laughter, exposing the
Oh
truth,
yeah.
music, cooking, fun. I'm going to stay elevated so that I don't allow others' negative energy to have mine plummet to their level. And that is true power. That's true alchemy. When you can take negative energy that's being directed towards you and harness it and transmute it into power, and take that negative energy and reverse it back, and then boom, you're free of it, and you show how powerful you are because they don't let the dark ones alter or strip away your power. So I want to
Right.
leave everyone with that energy. Cody, again, thank you so much. I
Thank you. I
appreciate
love
you
being on
so much,
here. I
family.
appreciate it.
Yes, I love you back. And we'll definitely talk again later today. I'm going to go ahead and drop you down so I can go ahead and end the live. But I love you, fam. I want to say I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart for your continued, not just your support, but your encouragement. It means so much to me. And I feel like the more that we focus on healing, the more that will attract those who need healing. So, family, keep your vibrations high. Cody, I'm going to go ahead and drop you down so I can
All right.
end the
Thank
live.
you guys. Stay
But love
lifted.
you dearly, and I'm praying for your healing as well.
You
Okay.
did it.
All right. And so, family, thank you. TJ, thanks for tuning in. Yes, it's okay. I'm ending the live, y'all, because I got to get up early. But I love you guys so much. Love you back. Dion, thank you for the donation that you sent earlier today. And there was another person I want to acknowledge because I received a couple of them. Give me 1 second. And I want to make sure that, and of course, Cody, the donations that you have sent as well. There was, there was a donation from, looks like C. Dean. I'm not sure who that is, but whoever you are, thank you. I appreciate it. And for those who would like to donate, again, my Cash App is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. And for those who don't have access to Cash App, you can send it via PayPal. Just make for sure when you get to that send button, because by default it's going to select goods and services. Make sure you select the arrow option 2 where it says send to family and friends, and that's how you're able to send it without PayPal, holding it. So I just want to thank you all so much for your love, and thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your concern. And just thank you, remember that you have the power to manifest anything you want. But gratitude is indeed the key. So even if you're going through a hard time, be in a space of, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, for all that I have. And you'll continue to attract and manifest them. Do you plan to come back again, hopefully tonight? But if not, then it will more than likely be the next day. But if so, then definitely I'll post the link. So love you guys. Y'all have a beautiful